Hey, what is up, guys? Schroeder here with another video to help you guys start, grow, or scale your phone flipping or buyback business. And guys, today I'm going to go over all of the lead generation strategies that I currently use in my business and with our 150 students who also use this kind of stuff in their business as well. So, with that being said, let's jump into it. Okay, so there's 5 primary ways that we generate business paid and for free. Okay, and I'm going to go over these now. We're obviously going to start with reach outs. This is where most people start with like reaching out to people on Facebook Marketplace, on OfferUp, and various apps like that. Okay, so for this, we actually recommend about 20 reach outs a day, like cold DM to the people that are trying to sell their stuff. We usually see like 1 out of 20 say yes. Okay. Now, for this, there's something I like to do. I like to be very upfront with how I reach out to people and be like, hey, I run a business that buys used and damaged iPhones, MacBooks, smartwatches, cameras, and other electronics daily. If I was willing to pay cash today, would you be willing to go any lower on the price? And that's exactly what I say. I'm very upfront about what I do. I don't, start with, hey, is this available? I don't really do any of that. That's just personally the way that I do things, right? So we usually see people close 1 to 5 devices out of 100. And that's like a complete newbie. That's like somebody not really knowing what they're doing, right? It's really hard to suck so bad whenever you're just putting in the volume. If you were to do 100 per day between like OfferUp and Facebook, the likelihood that you don't get a device or find a device that's already there is pretty low. Now we do this for phones, MacBooks, iPads, smartwatches, cameras, VR headsets, game consoles. The more items that you learn how to flip, the more opportunities that you're going to have with this. Okay, and it'll be a lot because sometimes it can be hard to find 100 phones in a day. Maybe there's not that many people posting that many phones, right? So this is kind of what that looks like on the reach out part of things, right? The next way that we generate leads is through Facebook and Instagram ads. Now, obviously these are paid ads, right? So through this, we generate inbound leads. Basically what we're trying to do here is we're trying to find the people that aren't willing to post their item on Facebook Marketplace, right? They rather just sell it. We're basically interrupting their news feed and looking for those people that don't want to do the work when it comes to putting it on Marketplace and things like that, right? That's what these are for, is to interrupt their feed and be like, hey, we buy phones, sell to us. Now, this only has about a 10% close rate, which is higher than this. So this has like a 1 to 5% close rate, right? This one has roughly a 10% close rate, meaning you'll close about 1 out of 10, which depending on your cost per lead, let's just say it's $250. So it could cost you about $25 to get somebody to meet up with you, okay? But when you're making, roughly $80 to $100 per device, 25 to make 80 to 100 is not bad at all, right? That's a really good ROI, actually, okay? So that's what this looks like. That's what Facebook and Instagram ads do. Now, the next one I want to talk about is Google. So these are Google ads, these are paid ads, and these are specifically Google search ads, okay? So this happens, these ads show up whenever somebody types in something in Google like sell my phone near me or something like that, or iPhone buyers near me, or cash for phones, or something similar to that, right? So your ad only shows up whenever somebody searches using specific keywords that you've inputted into Google. Now, the great thing about Google is you close about 40 to 50% on that because they are looking specifically for you, right? They are going to Google and they're like, I need to pay my electric bill. I'm going to sell my phone. Sell my phone near me. You pop up in an ad. They go to your website. They click sell a device. They fill out the form. You get texted. You call them, right? I recommend calling them, all right? Because they are looking to sell literally ASAP. And they will go to EcoATM if you don't buy it. So you got a 40 to 50% close on Google. I love Google leads; they're fantastic. Now the next one I want to talk about here is Google My Business. Now I know what you're thinking, but you just talked about Google, Chris. I did, yeah. So Google Ads are separate from Google My Business. Okay, Google My Business, you can also call it Google Places. Okay, so Google Places is essentially whenever you go to search something, it's like the places that show up number one. Okay, this is what Google prioritizes pretty much over everything else. All right, now here's kind of how you want this to work. So Google My Business, you have to apply for it, you have to get verified, you got to do all sorts of stuff, which makes it harder for people to get into the industry now, which I kind of like. So you want your business to show up above EcoATM and your competitors. Now, the beautiful thing about this is anybody that might be competing against you doesn't know how to effectively utilize their Google My Business, especially in this space. Okay? The reason I say that is because there's 4 things that you need to do on a regular basis to get to the number 1 spot. And honestly, it doesn't take much effort to get to the number 1 spot within 6 months, but it does take consistent action. Okay, so a couple of things you need to do. Ask for reviews. Ask for reviews. And then you need to reply to those reviews as well to show that you're, an active business who, cares about their business. So get reviews, reply to those reviews. Those are the first 2 things. The next thing I recommend is taking photos with your customers with cash in hand and stuff like that. Reason I say this is because it's a social proof thing. People like seeing happy customers on a Google account thing, right? Like, let's say you have a competitor who has just I buy phone pictures on their Google account, right? And then you have this other guy who's got like I buy, phones, but also has pictures of him literally buying phones with people, like real people. I would probably take that person, right? And then the last thing, post regularly. Now you can post with your photos with customers. You can make updates. You can do all sorts of stuff with Google My Business. This is the most powerful part of one of the most powerful part of your businesses. Powerful part of your business. The last one here, guys, and this is a powerhouse once you get it rolling. So is repeats and referrals. So you want repeat customers. This is a customer that sells to you over and over and over again over the course of time. This can be another reseller. This can be a regular person. It doesn't matter, right? The more of these that you can get, the better your business is going to be, okay? And basically it just becomes passive income at that point. Now, another thing you want to do is you want referrals. You want to turn a customer into 2 customers, right? Which in turn actually turns into 3 customers, right? So, and then you want to get these repeats or these referrals to turn into repeat customers, right? So if you can make that happen, if you can turn most customers that you have into 2 other customers by referral, then you're going to get more customers by default, right? And that part will grow by itself because this is kind of how this works. We'll take this one for an example. So let's say you turn this person refers this person, and this person refers 2 other people. So C, and then this person refers 2 other people. See, it's a pyramid scheme, so. But now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 customers if you do it correctly, right? So you gotta know how to run the business correctly. You gotta be legit. You gotta do your stuff. Gotta pay well, stuff like that. So this is the main ways that we generate business. Okay. So we got reach outs, we have Facebook and Instagram ads, we have Google ads, Google My Business, and then repeats and referrals. So if you guys want help setting all of this up over the next 6 months, I definitely recommend joining the Recelerator program. This stuff will take you probably over a year to learn by yourself on YouTube. If you want to learn it, insanely fast, we can help you do that. And, we guarantee you that you'll get to $5,000 a month within a 6-month period, as long as you follow all the steps we recommend. So with that being said, check out the resources below this video, and I hope this video was helpful for you guys. You guys have a fantastic day and keep crushing it.